Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jake from TNJ. And make sure you hit that like button because this game we are going up against the top team in our division in the conference, and that's Appalachian State. And they're pretty good, I gotta admit it. They are at least 25 points higher in each overall category. So offense, defense, and overall, they're at least 25. We're at 60 overall. They're at like 88, 90, and 87 overalls respectively. And this is going to be a tough game as they have a couple of game breakers. Marcus Williams, the junior, redshirt junior running back, he's going to be a problem. They have two good running backs. One of them is actually hurt, so we don't have to face both of them. But, you know, this is going to be tough because, I mean, they have all of their guys are just solid. Look, it's 85. All these receivers are 80s overall. Their leading receiver right here, Evans. Everybody's just so balanced. It's just a balanced attack. They can hit you from wherever. Colin Reed, their tight end, is their second leading receiver. And on the defensive end, look at these guys. I mean, they're all playmakers. They all have a sack. Look at all these sacks that each player has, at least one sack for all these guys. That means they are just deep at every position. So we're really not going to get a break from them at all, and I expect their defense to be really good. I expect their offense to be really good, and if we upset them, we do take over first place in our division. We have 2 losses. They have 1 on the season. So it's going to be a tough game. But before hopping into the action, we are going to give the player of the games last week. We have been doing this, the pride stickers, but I haven't been putting it on screen. But this time I'm going to put it on screen. I'm going to start doing it on screen all the time. But Tyron Summers and Cedric Granger get the pride stickers as we start this next game. And going forward, we're probably going to award 2 players on each side of the ball each game after each game. So here we go. Let's start out this game. We are at home, and we're starting out with the ball, which I usually like to kick the ball, but this time we're starting with the ball. And here comes Keshawn Curtin out onto the field, the junior quarterback, and I just like what he's doing this year. He's solid all around, being a good game manager. I'm not asking him to do too much. Basically just make the throws he has to make and not have to air it out too much because we have that man, Tyron Summers, running the ball. So we are going to establish this run early on in this game, but on a 3rd and 2, we could not get to the sticks. But we choose to go for it, actually, on a 4th and 1. Why not with this aggressive play calling? Because this is a tough team, and we're going to have to play catch-up, and we do get the first down on that one. So now on a second down carries, Tyron Summers going for 7 yards on that one. So now facing a 3rd and 3. Here's a completed pass. Getting hit on the throw is Keshawn Curtin, but he's completing that one to Angel Gonzalez, the sophomore there, as we do move the stick. So now here's Mike Harrison getting 4 yards, followed by a 3rd and 4 carry by Tyron Summers, but he can't pick up 4 yards. It says he got 4 yards, but he didn't get there. So now on a 4th and 1, we decide to go for it just out of field goal range. And Jimbo Brown comes in, uses that power, and picks up the first down. So 2 4th down conversions on this drive as Keshawn Curtin does overthrow a wide open receiver, Angel Gonzalez, in the end zone that time. A little bit too far to the left. So now on a 3rd and 10, throwing the ball to the left, and that's caught by Jack Kleck, the tight end, as this drive does continue. This is a long opening drive. So now on a 2nd and 10, dumping the ball across the middle to Mike Harrison. He almost gets in, but gets inside the 5, and that's going to set up Tyron Summers up the middle for a touchdown. And this offense, man, those yards were tough to come by. So many plays on that drive, but we get 7 on the board. So now here comes Appalachian State on the next drive. And look at Williams on the first carry running over Chris Thornton, breaking a tackle from Xavier Davis. And he's going to take this one all the way to the house. And wow, we had a tough long drive. And look at how easy that was on their opening drive. 1 play, 79 yards for a touchdown. So now come back out on the next drive and trying to throw the ball away, but we don't get outside the pocket. And look at where we end up. 3rd and 24 inside the 5-yard line. Here's Curtin barely getting rid of the ball, throwing the ball deep, and luckily it's not picked off, just deflected. And we do punt the ball to Appalachian State. So here comes Heisman back out on the next drive, throwing the ball across the middle to Colin Reed. And that's going to be a face mask as this drive does continue here. and Heisman is now inside the 25-yard line. So here is Colin Reed getting the catch once again inside the 5-yard line. They are moving the ball with ease, but on a third down carry, Cedric Granger on the stop that time, but they do get the first barely as they are now set up for a 1st and goal. So now they can't get it on that play, can't get it on 2nd down. Now on a 3rd and goal with the quarterback keeper, and we do stop Heisman from getting into the end zone, and that's Alan King on the stop. So now we got him down to a 4th and goal. They bring in the fullback, and they run it up the middle, and look at that blocking by that offensive line and that fullback. That time clearing the way and getting in for the touchdown, making it a 7-point lead for Appalachian State. So now getting towards the end of the 1st quarter, throwing the ball deep on the next drive, and that's Justin Johnson getting behind the defense. He has a big size advantage on that cornerback on the outside, and he burns him on that one and picks up the 1st down. So here's Tyron Summers getting that running game going once again. Here he is getting another carry and picking up 7 yards. That's 8, and that's another 1st down. So now inside the red zone, dumping it off to Angel Gonzalez, who's picking up 11 yards, taking a big hit, but inside the 10-yard line. So now winding down the 1st quarter, here's Tyron Summers, another carry up the middle, and that's a 7-yard touchdown run. 2 touchdowns for Tyron Summers in this 1st quarter. And now we tie this game up at 14 apiece. So on the next drive, here's Danny Armstead wrapping up Heisman for the sack before he could have scrambled for a long gain, but nice tackle that time. But now on the next play, here's on a 2nd and 10, Darrington Evans gets the catch that time and picks up the 1st down. But on the next play, look at that blocking up the middle, and Williams breaks it 52 yards for another touchdown. And that's Marcus Williams Jr. He is a game breaker. Like I said, we're going to get a heavy dose of him, and he's already over 100 yards. And we're only at the start of the 2nd quarter. So here's Kashawn Curtin back out on the next drive, picking up 10 yards on that scramble. So now on a 2nd and inches, picking up some great blocking is Tyron Summers, and he's going to break that one all the way for the touchdown. Look at that blocking down the field. And this is turning into the Williams Jr. versus Tyron Summers show, as they are both at 100 yards rushing already. So now here comes Marcus Williams Jr. back out onto the next drive, getting tackled behind the line by Oliver Saxon. But on a 2nd and 12, Heisman's finding Smith over the middle. They have so many weapons, and that's a 1st down once again. So now here's Heisman under center, throwing to the left side, gonna beat Eric Hughes in pass coverage. That's actually Xavier Davis on the coverage, and that's a 1st down. So now on a 1st and 10, throwing out to the left side one more time, beating Norman on that one, and Malik Williams picks up a 1st down. So now on a 1st and 10, he finally makes a mistake, but Ryan Marshall does not make him pay, drops the interception, and this drive stays alive. So now on a 2nd and 10, here is Williams running the ball to the left side on the delay, and he picks up 9 yards. So now on a 3rd and 1, here sending a blitz, and he's getting rid of the ball, and he's going to be hit on the throw, and he almost actually gets this throw off. He breaks a tackle and barely gets it away. So they do line up to go for it on a 4th and 1, pitch to the right side, and Williams breaks a tackle, and he gets in for another touchdown. So we just had him at a 4th and 1 behind the line, but Alan King can't wrap up on that tackle. And another touchdown for Appalachian State, getting closer and closer to halftime. 28 points put up by that offense. So now here comes our offense back on the field. We've been doing pretty well, but we got to make some stops on defense as we do complete that pass to Jack Kleck. But on a 3rd and 3, throwing the ball to the left side, and we're moving the ball with ease. Sam Forbes on the catch that time, 14 yards for the 1st down. So here on a 1st and 10, throwing the ball to the left side once again to Sam Forbes. And Sam Forbes has been killing the last few games. He's been really getting open. I mean, he's been like one of the few guys that have consistently got open. And here's Tyron Summers on the counter action, and he picks up the 1st down and the touchdown. And that makes it a tie game once again, under 2 minutes left, but they have 3 timeouts in this game, so plenty of time for them to drive down the field, but here's Heisman throwing the ball away on a first down that time, but on a 2nd and 10, throwing the ball across the middle, and Evans is there for the catch, and he picks up 15 easy yards on the slant route. So now on a 1st and 10, here's Cox this time. So many guys making plays for them as they continue to move this ball. So under a minute left, here is Heisman throwing to the right side, and Colin Reed gets open, their second leading receiver. That's actually their tight end, picks up a first down, and now they're inside the 15. So now on a 2nd and 10, throwing the ball to the left side. That's caught by Williams, and he turns around and gets into the end zone. So he comes back to that ball. It was lobbed to him. He has enough time to come back and gets in for the touchdown. So now back out on the next drive, starting out inside our own territory, but that's picked off by Hicks. And we make our first mistake of the game that time. We thought we had enough time to maybe drive down the field. We had 3 timeouts, but man, does that one hurt as Hicks does come up with the interception. Trying to throw the ball away. We got hit on that one, and it just stayed in bounds and went straight to the defender. So now they do get a chance to add on 3 points before half, and they go into halftime. It could have been a 7-point game, but with all that offense, we're down by 10. So now to start the second half, here is Heisman under center, 5 wide. Man, they are trying to stretch us out in this game, getting it to Colin Reed once again for his 7th catch of this game. But on a 1st and 10, sending pressure, that's Eric Hughes on the sack. And now they're set up 2nd and 18, sending another blitz here. Man blitz, and this time Kier Patterson, along with a gang of other Coastal defenders, are going to get to him. And now it's a 3rd and 26. So now on a 3rd and 26, under center, throwing the ball deep to the left side, and that's caught. Malik Williams dives and catches that one over 2 defenders. Wow, Heisman put that ball in a spot where literally only his guy could go out and get it. And this drive continues. So here is Heisman getting it out to Colin Reed once again for a 9-yard reception on a 1st and 10, getting it out to Reed, and he breaks a tackle, and he gets in for the 32-yard touchdown reception. So many holes in our defense. We just cannot stop this offense, as this game has pretty much been busted wide open, but there's plenty of time left on the clock as we have basically 2 full quarters left. But this offense is just so hard to stop, as here is Harrison getting the catch on the outside 16 yards. So we're still moving the ball pretty nicely and inside of enemy territory. So now on a 1st and 10, running Tyron Summers in motion, getting it out to him, and he's been busy so far. Gets another catch, 14 yards on that one. So now on a 1st and goal, here is Summers getting his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that seemed like an easy drive too. We only took like a minute to drive that whole entire field. And once again, we're back down by 10. So here, back out on the next drive, Cedric Granger with a message sending hit on that. And that is going to be short of the first down. So now on a 3rd and 6, we finally get a stop and a punt. And now we have the ball back, and we have the rest of the field to drive. But here, Tyron Summers getting stopped in the backfield that time for a 0-yard gain. So after 5 yards on the 2nd down play, getting it to Sam Forrest for a first down across the middle. And that is a big reception on that one. So a couple plays later here, Tyron Summers running a screen play and getting enough for the first down on a 3rd and 10. And that's another big catch and run that time for Tyron Summers, as he's just been so busy so far in this game. So here's Jimbo Brown giving him a breather a little bit and getting 5 yards up the middle. So now here's Keshawn Curtin handed it off to Jimbo once again on a 3rd and 3, and he can't get to the first down. So this is a big 4th down conversion here, 4th and 1, down 10, and they're sending the linebacker up the middle, and he catches up to Tyron Summers. Tyron Summers just did not have enough gas to get to the outside, and the linebacker is there for the tackle. And that is yet another turnover for this offense, as now this 10-point lead could go back up to 17. So here's Williams Jr. on the carry to the outside. picking up 4 yards on that one. So 2nd and 6 under center, running the ball to the right side, and here's Williams Jr., and we're bottling him up in the second half so far. No big runs, as that's a critical tackle. So now on a 3rd and 5, sending a blitz. Here is Huseman throwing a ball across the middle and completes it to Hennigan. And wow, another 3rd down conversion. We could have forced another punt, but here Colin Reed getting yet another catch, and he's got to be at 100 yards receiving in this game. So here's Williams Jr. getting another carry and fighting his way to another 1st down. And man, are they gashing us. So now here's Huseman trying to run out this time, and this time he's going to get swallowed up by Allen King. And that was a nice play by the defensive line, making him scramble out and try to pick up some yards. But on a 3rd and goal, setting some pressure, and that's Eric Hughes once again for his 2nd sack. Look at this. He goes in unblocked, and that's a nice sack. And man, critical there, because now instead of a touchdown, it's a 13-point lead. So if we score a touchdown, we're back down by 6 or 7. But on the first play of the next drive, Keshawn Curtin getting sacked for a 5-yard loss. So now on a 3rd and 15, here is Mike Harrison getting the curl route for 14 yards, and we have to go for it here in the 4th quarter. And look at Tyron Summers showing some power, spinning his way up to the 1st down marker, but he's shaken up on the play. So Jimbo Brown has to come in on the rest of this drive as he gets evaluated for his injury. So now here is Justin Johnson getting open for the 20-yard reception on the comeback route. Nice throw by Curtin as he continues to make a he's doing really, really well. This isn't something we ask a lot out of him. We don't want him to throw the ball a lot, but he's doing a pretty good job. And here's Byron Dunlap, the tight end, who's actually been patiently waiting for playing time. He gets in on that one, 14 yards. So now on a 2nd and goal, Dunlap is still in the game, and that's a touchdown for Byron Dunlap. And he's actually had a couple touchdowns on this season, and he's going to be looking at playing time probably come next year, as we do have some other guys that are graduating. But on the next play of the next drive, wow, I mean, we are just getting gashed. Evans, 74 yards like it's nothing, and that's a touchdown once again for Appalachian State as they go right back up by 13, actually 12, and they do go for the PAT, the 2-point conversion, and they're running it with Williams, and we've been bottling up Williams in the second half, and that shows right there. I mean, he had 2 big runs in the first half, but besides that, he's been getting stopped. But this offense is still putting up points. So now they have 54 in this game with 3 minutes left. Can we drive down the field? So here's Curtin here from the shotgun, throwing out to the right side, but that's going to be incomplete to Jack Kleck. So now on a 3rd and 10 here, 3 minutes left in this game, throwing the ball across the middle. Sam Forbes doesn't have enough for the first down, but we have to go for it here on a 4th and 2. Fake handoff to the running back, and that's a read option first down for Curtin, and we don't run many of those, but that one needed to be done. First down for Coastal. So now on a 1st and 10, throwing the ball across the middle, and Sam Forbes 10 yards on that catch. So now we're past the 50-yard line at the 35. Here is Curtin facing some pressure and getting it away to Jack Kleck. 18 yards on that one. So this drive continues here on a 1st and 10, getting it out to Kleck for 7 yards on that catch. So now Curtin inside the 10-yard line. Can we make it a 1-score lead? And getting it to Sam Forbes once again, 8 yards. So we are inside the 5-yard line here and giving the ball off to Keith Syracuse Jr., who gets in for the touchdown, as he hasn't gotten much playing time because of Tyron Summers, but he's a nice, reliable speed backup. He gets in for the touchdown. So now, can we stop them on the next drive? Getting it to Williams, and he trips up and picks up 2 on that one. So now on a 2nd and 8, a minute and a half left. Only 2 timeouts left, but Williams finds a cutback lane and picks up 20 yards on that one. So that's devastating, as now on a 1st and 10, running a draw play, and Chris Thornton's there, but we burn our last time out. So now on a 2nd and 9, running the ball with Williams, getting to the first down marker, but gets just short of it. 3rd and inches, and look, they don't even run the ball, they kneel it. So this play clock is going down, and it's 2 seconds difference. So it comes down to this, a punt return. Can we return this as time expires and Allen King's back and he fumbles it?
God.
He muffs the punt, and in epic fashion, Allen King fumbles and we lose the game by 5. Didn't even really give us a chance to return that one. Not so sure we would have, but having that chance, you never know. And we fall to Appalachian State, and this was a crazy game. 100 points scored in this game, 103 to be exact. And I mean, man, our defense got gashed in the first half. We did a pretty good job in the second half. I don't want to say we did great, but at least we slowed down Williams Jr. He had a decent second half, but not great. But in the first half, he just absolutely gashed us. But, you know, this was a tough loss because we're still in second place in our division, and we're still on track to probably make a bowl game unless we go on an epic losing streak. But, man, we wanted this win. We needed this win, and it hurts to lose a game like this when it was only a one-possession game. And we did our best to come back when we were down by multiple scores, and we did that. And I'm proud of this group. We fought hard to the end, but our defense definitely has some questions to be answered. Too many rushing yards given up in the first half. We definitely got to clean that up. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. We'll be back for the next episode. So stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.